Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, welcome to BWTM Sports. Thanks for joining us. Joshua Buatsi, Craig Richards. Let's get into this video. Let's talk about the fight that was last night. First of all, congratulations to both guys. What a fight we saw last night. That was an utter war. Pride, local pride, professionalism in terms of, you know, career aspirations. This was a serious fight. You know, it reminded me of the days of Ben and Eubank and Ben and Watson. More Ben Watson. Ben Watson. That sort of energy for a fight. But it was a great fight. I've got to say that. And hats off to Joshua Buatsi and to Craig Richards for both giving us a great fight. One of the fights of the year for sure, for me. He had a lot of things there: boxing skill, brawling, grit, determination. Both fighters having to suck it up. Both fighters being rocked. Yeah, and ever ebbs and flows within the fight. So, as you all know, I picked Craig Richards to win. And this is no excuse video because I don't think excuse is necessary. And I want to tell you why I saw it that way and when I do prediction videos, it's what possibly can happen in the fight. We're aware of that. What possibly can happen in the fight and the way a fight can play out and what is necessary for the person that I think to win the fight, what they have to do to win the fight. So that's how I would always explain myself when doing a breakdown. I will talk about the strengths and weaknesses of each fighter, and then obviously present who I think will win. And for me, this is not really about winning and losing such. For me, I come out a winner in this because it's an education for me. It's not a case of, oh, I got it right, move on to the next fight. It's like, what did I learn from this fight? What did I learn from this situation? Well, this is what I learned. As I said before, and I'll say it again, Joshua Buatsi is nothing special. Yeah, he hits hard. There are moments, there are glimpses when he puts his punches together. He sort of reminds me a little bit like in Evander Holyfield, where he can put a cluster of punches together, bam, 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 and put punches together and look really impressive there, right? When he puts his punches together, you know, and they're landing, they look good. Buatsi does load up on a lot of his shots, which cause him to tire. But all the things I said about Joshua Buatsi, time and time and time again, have come rung true. The left jab and the right hand. I said all Craig Richards had to do in this fight was double up his jab and throw the right hand. And every time he threw the right hand, the straight right hand, he hit from round one. He caught Buatsi with a straight right hand. And it's the matter of throwing more punches. Also, in the breakdown of this fight, I said it's about how many punches Richards throws. And when he gets clipped with a big shot, is he going to want to engage more or is he going to go into his shell? Those are the things that would determine the outcome of the fight for me. I said for either fighter to win this fight, the other fighter has to have his back against the ropes, meaning backing up. Richard spent, for me, too much time on the ropes. That's where I felt he lost the fight. He backed up too much time. He allowed the smaller man, the shorter guy, to get him against the ropes and bully him against the ropes. That's where I felt he lost the fight. In the center of the ring, when he's throwing the jab and he's throwing the straight right hand down the pipe, he looked beautiful. He looked good. And there were moments where he dropped his hands and he was giving Buatsi angles. Buatsi looked in the fight at times to be tired. I don't know if it's to do with his road work or the way he's training now, or he didn't quite calculate the right way. And he was hurt more than one occasion. Obviously, there's like one occasion where he was badly shaken. And I say this before, and watch me when I say this. And remember me when I said this, yeah? Before a fighter gets beat, there's always that major scare. You got that major scare at British level. Don't let them Don't let them fool you into like Eddie Hearn telling you about this is world title and Craig Richards is world class. Look, he didn't beat Bivol. He gave a good fight to Bivol, right? He gave a good fight to Bivol in a time, the whole COVID time, where Bivol may have been under motivated to fight Craig Richards, maybe underestimated Craig Richards. He's a dangerous, he's a tricky sort of customer. But if you're talking about Joshua Buatsi beating the elite light heavyweights, I don't know where they're going with that. I don't know where they're going with that, huh? Because that straight right hand, I said it before, the one man out there who's got a straight right hand that can really put a dent in Buatsi and seriously hurt him is Anthony Yarde. All these people talk about, well, you know, Buatsi would beat Yarde. Not on that performance. Craig Richards is not known as a knockout artist. Let's put some things in perspective. Craig Richards is not known as a knockout artist. He's more of a guy who hit you 4 or 5 punches and maybe get you out of there. But he's not a guy who hit you boom and knock you out. He's not one of them kind of guys. Whereas Yarde's more that kind of guy. Callum Johnson's one of them kind of guys, all right? That dumb kind of guys who can put you to sleep with one shot. You know? Those type of guys. So Buatsi, for me, he's nowhere near ready for a world title. What world title fight? What world title fight? Against who? Against Dimitri Bivol. Against Dimitri Bivol. He's going to get his head jabbed off, if not knocked out with a straight right hand. I'm telling you, Bivol's no joke. I told you this before, Bivol's no joke. And they're going to stick Buatsi in there with Bivol. Oh, my team are ready. I'm ready. You know what we want next? You want a hiding. That's what you want. A good old hiding. That's what you're going to get. Because, I'm sorry, on that performance against Craig Richards, and Bivol's a whole different ball game. You think Bivol's going to let you just stand in there and pound at him like that? Bivol will catch and shoot. Bivol will use a jab. Bivol will move. Bivol will hit you back and hurt you. Right? There's a reason why Canelo was able to go and walk down. I don't think Buatsi beats Canelo, to be honest. So I don't know where they're going. Right? I don't know where Eddie Hearn's going with, you know, with world title fight. I ain't got a clue where that is. Because if you're getting stung and you're getting hurt and you're getting rocked at British level, yeah, you're going life and death with Craig Richards and almost getting knocked out by Craig Richards. That says it all. The 1-2, it's simple. 1-2 of Joshua Buatsi, and you're going to go against Dimitri Bivol. You're going to go against Dimitri Bivol, who's well schooled, who's got an excellent jab, who's got a brilliant right hand. He puts combination together well. He maneuvers, has got good footwork. You can't handle Craig Richards with ease. There are a lot of people out there that were saying Buatsi is going to blast Craig Richards. I said that wasn't going to happen. He's putting a jab in his face. Put a jab in his face. Stopping Buatsi. Well, I said leverage. When a guy's rocking your head back all the time with a jab, it's difficult for you to get real leverage punches. When Buatsi did put his punches together, he did look vicious. Looked very vicious against a guy who's not a real genuine puncher. But what was pretty alarming was the way he kind of sort of fell apart and the way he was hurt. It shows you that if somebody does hurt Joshua Buatsi and can punch and is a noted puncher and isn't worried about what's coming back, there's trouble. So you had the warning signs right there. I've been telling you about this guy over and over and over again. And I'm sorry that Virgil Hunter is not the man for Joshua Buatsi. Absolutely not. He'd be better off going to Derek James, in my personal opinion. I agree. Buatsi does not like to get hit. I mean, who does like to get hit? But he's one of these guys, Joshua Buatsi. When you hit him, he lets you know you've hit him. He doesn't hide it very well. There were moments in the fight he was hurt. He was hurt more than once in this fight. More than once. Go back and look at tape. Even from the first round, he got hit with a straight right hand. And there, he didn't like it. He's all right dishing it up. But when it gets start throwing back at him, he doesn't like it. He's not one of those guys. It's not one of those guys, I think, when the big punches start flying, you're going to see Joshua Buatsi walking through it. Don't see it. This was the first fight Joshua Buatsi had where a man has said, you know what? I don't care about your reputation. I don't care about your big punches. We're coming and I'm having it with you. I don't believe in you. I don't believe in your fraud, which is what Craig Richards thought. Buatsi was a fraud. And for me, in my opinion, I'd love to see a rematch because I don't think that Buatsi deserves a world title fight. What on that performance? I thought world titles were challengers will put on devastating performances and show him that you're a league above. He did not show him he was a league above. He did not show him he was a league above. God forbid he got hit by Callum Johnson like that. God forbid he got hit by Anthony Yarde like that. And the legs, I think to myself, at the end of the day, he is what they call a manufactured fighter. I don't care about the Olympic, this and that. He has not progressed. He's doing the same. In fact, I think in some ways he's gone backwards, right? Because the output of punches, there were moments he just stood there and he looked at Craig Richards. And I said, you've hurt him and you don't even know you've hurt him. You don't even know you've hurt him. And the other thing I couldn't understand, they abandoned the uppercut. And I mentioned the uppercut. Did I not mention the uppercut in the preview? I said what Craig Richards has to do is double up the jab. Do not allow Buatsi to shorten your range. Right? I said if Buatsi, I'll get my hand out here. I said there's a jab. If Buatsi comes here, once he comes here, whip the uppercut in. Just jab his get. Once he's here, whip the uppercut in and tie him up and turn him. When he did throw the uppercut, look at the success he had. So he's open to uppercuts. He's open to straight right hands. Let him go fight Bivol. Let him go fight Bivol. The day that fight is made, I'm telling you, the day that fight is made, I'm running to the bookies. I'm running to the bookies the minute that day is made because Bivol's going to beat that boy bad. Because he's not going to get leverage to throw them big shots, okay? Firstly, he's not going to get leverage to throw the big shots. And secondly, he'll have to get past the jab. And as he gets past the jab, he's going to hit with something nasty to the right hand. And when he's on them ropes, Bivol will hit him with 4 and 5 punches. You've seen already what he did to Canelo. And Canelo is a far more seasoned, experienced fighter. So I don't know where you're going world title ambitions. Eddie, 1, 2, 3 management. What are you talking about? What are you doing? This man needs an education in boxing. Why the rush? Are you cashing out Buatsi? Are you cashing out Buatsi? Because it makes no sense. Let this man fight for a European title, Commonwealth, European, and then go for world title. Or 1, 2, 3 management. Are you scared that Buatsi is not as good as you think he is? So you're going to stick him in a world title fight, get his ass beaten in a world title fight and say, well, he can come again. Don't you learn? Doesn't Matchroom and DAZN, or doesn't Matchroom and don't they learn from the mistakes? Haven't you learned from Anthony Joshua? Haven't you learned from all those fights that Eddie sticks in and gets beat? Haven't you learned the understanding between British, Commonwealth, European, and world and their levels to the sport? Have you understood about matchmaking? What is this fanboyism about trying to get a world title fight? If he gets a world title, he won't hold on to it. It's not good enough. He needs to go back. He needs to fight British, Commonwealth, European, world. Get me a European title fight. Show me he's good enough at European level. Let him fight the European champion. Let's say he does the European champion. You almost got knocked out at British level. You almost got knocked out at British level. Let's make something very clear. You almost got knocked out at British level. You're not that good. You're not that good. All the training you're with is not that good. I don't think Virgil Hunt does anything for Joshua Buatsi. I think that someone like Derek James would be a far better trainer for Joshua Buatsi. Actually, I'll even make a better call. I even think someone like Jamie Moore would be a better trainer for Joshua Buatsi. I don't even think that America thing works for Joshua Buatsi. Some guys that go out abroad and they train and they train and They do well out there. I don't think it suits Joshua Buatsi. Again, my opinion, but I just don't think that the whole America thing is for Josh. Some fighters, they excel when they go out to America and they become better fighters. Clinton Woods, when he went out to America, became a better fighter. Nigel Benn, when he went out to America, became a better fighter. Lennox Lewis, when he went out to America, went out to be a better fighter. But all those guys went out and they had good trainers that suited their style. I don't think Virgil Hunter suits Joshua Buatsi's style because defensively, Joshua Buatsi still cannot get out of the way of a right hand. So he needs to go something like a Derek James. Someone's going to teach him called defense. Right? The cult of Hunter, where are the improvements? There are no damn improvements. It's the same damn Joshua Buatsi, apart from hiding behind the guard. And hiding behind the guard, right, when you get hit flush with straight right hands. He doesn't move his head. He does not move his head. And he takes big shots. He swallows big shots all the time. And you're swallowing big shots at British level. Imagine Beterbiev hits you with a right hand like that. Joe Smith Jr. He's going to beat Joe Smith Jr. Are you having a laugh, mate? Are you having a laugh? You could tell 258, 128, 123 management and Eddie Hearn talk utter bollocks. They don't know boxing. They don't. Clearly, the matchmaking is absolute crap. It's like fanboys and fat matchmaking. When did you get me a title shot? Yeah, me and my team. Yeah, my team are ready. Ready for what? Ready for what? I just don't understand it. You're fooling the public, right? And that's why the zone, right? You're gonna have no fighters in that stable worth of shit because you're not doing what's necessary, which is investing in fighters. You're investing in lining your back pockets, lying to the public, and ultimately, every decent fight you get gets knocked out, stopped because you cannot matchmake. Garbage. I would advise any fighter that's got a hint, a sense, that's me knocked out of brains, to avoid matchroom. Avoid matchroom. Go to Sky Sports. Bigger platform, and you'll probably get managed better and looked after. If you can fight, they'll look after you. You got personality, they'll look after you. Ben Shalom, go to Frank Warren. He'll look after you. But forget Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Terrible matchmaking. Terrible. And I said already, this was a bad matchup for Joshua Buatsi. Craig Richards, all the things you don't want to face with your style. And that just shows you, Craig Richards shows you what will happen if Bivol gets in a ring with him. I mean, I can't understand how people can, with a straight face, and say, yeah, Bivol. With a straight face. You just about got past Craig Richards, who's not even a poor man's Bivol. A poor man's Bivol he's not even. And you just got past him. You almost got knocked out. And you're talking about Bivol, who's levels above Buatsi. Levels. Beterbiev will break his face. Ready for cashing out accountants at heart. Yeah, I just don't think he's that good. I just don't think he's that good. But what I think they're doing with Buatsi is that they believe he's not that good. The Craig Richards fight was to show them that, you know what, you how do you put it? Show us how good you are. But Buatsi looked tense. He looked wound up. He looked emotionally invested in the fight. Maybe that's why he tired, because he was so angry for some reason. Really angry. Like, I don't understand. Like, too fired up. I just don't think he fights that way against Bivol. Bivol pacify him with a jab and knock him out with the right hand. Just jab, jab, jab. Buatsi get forward, jab. Just Buatsi tries to get into the ropes. Wivel, shift him out the way, tie him up, push him off. Jab, jab. And Bivol will have that speed as well. Jab, jab. Buatsi coming, time with the right hand. When he hurts Buatsi, 1, 2, 3, 4, spin out, go again. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You can have as many training camps as you want. The fact of the matter is, your defense is dreadful. The fact of the matter is, you are a sucker for a straight right hand. The fact of the matter is, you're open to uppercuts. The fact of the matter is, you're open to left hook. The fact you've got no defense. So I understand how you can be putting your hands here and still getting hit with left hooks around the side of you. Hit with uppercuts up through the middle. You can get hit with every shot in the book. How can that be a defense? He got hit with a left uppercut. He got hit with a right uppercut. He got hit with a straight right hand. He got hit with a left jab. He got left hook. He got hit with a right hand. But you tell me if that is somebody who's ready for a world title fight. And bear in mind, Joshua Buatsi is not a brawler. He's a boxer puncher. With all these skills from the Olympic Games, remember, the bronze medalist, remember. This is a guy's getting hit with punches all night long. Just think this out a second. I know you fanboys just need to calm down, relax. Go back and look at that fight again. And then go and look and see what Bivol did to Canelo. Yeah, but you know what? Canelo's not a light heavyweight. He's not a light heavyweight. Before the fight, he was a light heavyweight. He was going to move up and beat Usyk. The Canelo fans. He's going to move up and beat Usyk. He'd been sparring with Frank Sanchez. Now he gets his ass beat. He's not a light heavyweight. He needs to go back down to super middleweight. Buatsi doesn't beat Bivol. He doesn't beat Beterbiev. He doesn't beat Joe Smith Jr. He can't beat Anthony Yarde. Stop it. Stop it. Tunde Ajayi, James Cook, I'm talking to you boys. Listen, guys, no disrespect. Joshua Buatsi is there to be taken out. Out. Make the fight with Joshua Buatsi. Yarde, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your career. Get off your ass. Fight Joshua Buatsi. Take that fight. You take that fight. You beat it. You beat Buatsi because he's there to get hit with every single shot in the book. He's not going to tighten that defense up now. He's there for every shot in the book. Your right hand, your uppercut, your left hook, your right hand. You get there to hit with every shot in the book. And even when he's trying on the ropes, when he's going wide with them hooks to the body, you can hit with the uppercut through the middle. Joshua Buatsi, now is the time, Anthony Yarde, to take that fight. Take the fight. Take the fight. Mr. Invincible got rocked badly by a guy who can't punch. Not like the way you punch, Mr. Yarde. Tunde, I know you watched the video, so let him try it. Tunde, James Cook, Anthony Yarde, Frank Warren, get that fight made. Get it made. Get it made. Get the fight made. I mean, you'd be stupid not to take the fight. This guy is tailor-made for your style. Tailor-made. You're bigger than him. You're stronger than him. I know that Anthony Yarde is physically stronger than Joshua Buatsi. Don't ask me how I know, but make that fact. I know Anthony Yarde is physically stronger than Joshua Buatsi. Trust me on that one. If anybody, you do need to be rocket science to work this one out, but there is a common denominator between Joshua Buatsi and Anthony Yarde. And if you can work that out, and BWTM Sports, if you can work that one out, then you'll know how I know that Joshua Buatsi, Anthony Yarde is much stronger than Joshua Buatsi. And those words have come back again, and it's proven to me again. Spot on. Tunde needs to sort, and Frank needs to step aside for one fight. Take the fight. Anthony Yarde, Tunde Ajayi, James Cook, Frank Warren. Take that fight with Buatsi now. Now. He is an accident waiting to happen. It almost happened last night. Craig Richards seems scared of success. He seems scared of, like, he hurt Buatsi, but he was scared. He was scared of the possibilities of him beating Buatsi. That's what it seemed to me. He seemed to be scared. When he actually hurt Buatsi, sort of panic. Oh, I hurt Buatsi. Oh. I assure you that if Yarde gets in the same position as Buatsi, as Craig Richards did, he'll finish the job off. Pick his shots and get him out of there. He won't recover. He won't recover. Because even when he came out for the next round, you watch when Buatsi came out for the next round, he was walking with treacle. His head was still up in the air. He was in a glaze. Absolute glaze. So it might not be to the it might be, fanboys may not like this, Matchroom may be like this, but boxing fans, Matchroom and DAZN are lying to you. They're lying to you. They know Joshua Buatsi is not that good. That's why they're trying to rush him into a world title fight. Do you know why? This is how it works. They rush him into a world title fight so he doesn't get beat by anybody in the in between. Because it's an investment. If he gets beat by the very best, he got beat by the very best, we can bring him back. We can recycle him. If he gets beat at British level or even European level, they've got a problem. And if he gets knocked out at European level, so they've got to get their money back. The way they get their money back is getting a world title fight. Wonga. So that's how it works. They don't believe in Joshua Buatsi. They don't believe in Joshua Buatsi. Oh, now I'm hearing Eddie Hearn, we're going to take the stabilizers off Conor Benn. Oh, dear. These people don't know how to build fighters. They don't know how to build fighters' careers. You know, they don't. I don't know if they're doing it to cash out of boxing. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't want to hear no more from Eddie Hearn talking about boxing. Guy does not know anything about boxing. He just doesn't. He has no idea. He has no clue. And again, Eddie, I'm glad that two BWTM guys beat your two guys, Joshua and what's the other guy's name? I can't remember the other guy's name now. I can't remember, but yeah, glad that and Bivol beat Canelo. Bivol beat Canelo, and Usyk beat Joshua. I'm happy. I'm delighted because I can't understand the boxing. I'm glad. I'm happy. So Eddie, keep talking crap. Keep you and your dodgy matchmaker. Keep making dodgy matchmaking, and you know what? I would start telling people now. With Matchroom, they're a good company to make money off because they don't know about matchmaking. They've got no clue about matchmaking. That almost went horribly wrong last night at British level. Oh boy. When will you learn, Matchroom? When will you learn? What else happened? I didn't watch Floyd fight last night. I have to go and watch Floyd fight. What else? I didn't watch Benavidez fight last night. He's another guy I don't rate. Decent, just don't rate him, no. But anyway, let me go and see how those fights went. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been BWTM Sports Gaming. As always, please, before I go, do check out my new channel.